Why do people think choosing one thing means you lose everything? Hi, I'm Care. I am starting a podcast, and my business is called Care Studios Conversation Co. And I have been all over the place. I want to do everything. I want to do graphics, marketing, design, campaigns, but I couldn't niche down, and I could not figure out why I couldn't niche down. And I'm going to tell you why. I can't niche down because I my brain overthinks, and I'm an overthinker. I don't know if you are too, but overthinking takes my mind in a million ways. I come up with a million ideas, and I was like, why can't I niche down? So I started this podcast called Care Loves Everything. So if you're a person that loves everything, you're gonna love it here. So we're gonna discuss a bunch of things. We're gonna dissect businesses. We're gonna dissect campaigns. We'll dissect people and figure out why people are thinking the way they're thinking or why they go in the certain way that they go. Are you prepared for the way that you're going? I just feel like everybody thinks that because COVID happened and everything was niched down, and a lot of people don't trust because they believe that, hey, if I buy this course, I was supposed to get this, this, and that. But a lot of people, they bought courses and they didn't implement anything that was taught to them. A lot of them still have access to a lot of things that they bought over COVID time, but they didn't implement it. And I can say I'm one of them. I was the person that was like, I'm going to buy this and I'm going to learn and I'm going to implement it. Well, I implemented it, but I didn't post it. I didn't tell people about it because one thing I was doing was being terrified to be visible. I didn't realize that I was terrified to be visible because I always felt like I was a people person. But over the years, I realized that I was not a people person because of the fact that I would get around people and then I would be like, why are they talking to me? And I was having high anxiety because instead of them realizing that I was going through that, they would tell me their life stories. So I always was like, oh, I'm a people person, I'm a people person. But I didn't realize that I was scared to be visible, I was scared to be seen. Um, I just realized over the years I have a lot of trauma when it comes to being authentically me. And this year I am coming out of that. As you can see, I'm glowing because I've been working on healing that trauma. I always cared about what other people thought about other than me. You know what I mean? People would tell me, oh, Karina, you're too much, or Karina, you're too bubbly, or Karina, you're always happy all the time. And so I felt like punished or looked at for a different way because they always saw me as this bubbly, happily person. And so I was like, how can I come out of that? So I started going to a mentor, and she has been telling me how to overcome it. She gives me questions in the morning, or we go over certain things where it stops me from overthinking. But when it came to starting my business, I couldn't overcome that. I was still overthinking, and today I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop that. And something came to me. It was like, why don't you do Care Loves Everything? So that's where I came up with this as. And why do we want the lifestyle but avoid the feelings that come with it? Um, I think we avoid the feelings because we don't realize that it comes with the lifestyle we want. So a lot of people see these rich people, but they don't see all the work that they did to get where they're at. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, she looks healthy, she looks rejuvenated, or you know what I mean? Like this woman looks like a brand new piece or whatever. And the reason is they did a lot of work behind the scenes that we didn't see, like going to the gym or not eating fast food all the time, eating in the house, saving. A lot of people don't realize that people actually invested into their business, put into their business, or saved. And I think that that's a huge thing that we don't see behind the scenes because they're investing behind the scenes and they're not doing that, but they're promoting their lifestyle. And so I think that that's why a lot of people bought into those things during COVID time, is because they were like, oh, their lifestyle is nice, or their lifestyle is going this way, so I can do the same things as they are doing. And how many visions of ourselves do we see in these people? A lot of it, because we like, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, and we just don't see the behind the scenes. So I think that we should start implementing and loving who we are at this moment, so that we could become who we say we want to become. Envision it. Oh, I'm going in a Porsche today, or I have a mansion, I own land. You know what I mean? Envision that, and then start becoming that person that you want to have those things. So if you want this person that's like a top model, or you know what I mean, there's big girls that are top models too. So not all of them go to the gym or whatever, but envision who you want to be. There's nothing wrong with the lifestyle that you want to be. Sorry, my alarm went off. But I promise you, um, start worrying about who you are inside and work on that, because you'll never understand the business that you want to. And another thing is having faith, because having faith helped me out considerably, because I started trusting in God and realizing that I was overthinking. So some of the things I do is like, I'm gonna leave that to God. But when it came to my business, he and I agreed that I couldn't niche down. So he was like, start a podcast. So that's why I'm here starting this podcast, because I couldn't, because I love everything and I'm very creative. I do, like I said, the graphics, the marketing, the campaigns. I can do that stuff, but I just didn't know where to start. So I'm going to do clarity things and stuff like that. So stay tuned. And again, I'm Gorgeous Care. So click like, follow, and share if you want to be a part of this journey. Have a great day.